I'm Clint, and I'm here to tell you sometimes you got to knuckle down and make the hard changes in your painting. We talk about it on this episode of Swatches. So you're working along in your image, and you realize there's something wrong. Something's definitely off. So you start trying some things to fix it. A little change here, a little change there, but it's not really working. The thing is, you know what the problem is, and you know how to fix it. Maybe it's an anatomy issue. I know I've certainly been here. I sketched out the image beforehand, and it looked okay. But when I start doing it bigger, more realistically for the final image, it's not holding up, and I realize there are real anatomical mistakes here. So what do? I gotta tell you, you gotta bite the bullet, and you gotta do what's necessary, even though it might take time. It means having to go back, right? It means having to get some reference photos maybe, or going back to the skeleton and building it back out. It's the issue of not using half measures to fix a big problem. You need to take 2 steps back in order to go forwards. Now, you don't really want to do that because 1, it's going to take extra time. And 2, it's really a pride issue, right? We don't want to accept the fact that we made a mistake and that we've wasted all these hours. But I gotta tell you, you gotta do it. And the more that you get used to doing it, the better. Because you're always going to do that. Good that you recognize where something is off. And if you really know what it's going to take in order to do it right, then you do it. You get it wrong, I get it wrong. Just recently, on a current piece, I sketched in some buildings in the background. They look pretty good in the sketch. When I start doing the final, I have to face the fact that this perspective is not holding up. I eyeballed this, and it's not accurate enough. So I had to then go and spend several hours figuring out all the perspective lines for all the angles, the whole deal. But you know what? That's what it took, and that's okay. And I'll tell you, the more often that you do it, the more that you are ready to accept that, then it becomes less difficult to do. Emotionally, it's not a big ordeal. It's not a personal flaw. It's just, hey, you recognize mistake, you did what's necessary to correct it, no biggie. You're going to be saving more time on the end because you're not going to be spending hours trying to fix a big problem with little band-aid solutions. So guys, this is just me encouraging you that yes, sometimes you find big problems in your work, and don't take your little half measures trying to fix it. If you really know in your back of your mind what it's going to take to fix a problem, just do it. It'll be worth it. It's part of the gig. So get used to it, and it'll be better for you in the long run. And until next time, as always, keep drawing.